Hey guys, and yeah, welcome back. After doing my Battlefront reaction, I thought, well, we might as well just do everything. So we've done Star Wars: The Last Jedi, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and now Star Wars Rebels. This is what we're going to be doing now. So I've got the trailer up. It's from the official Star Wars website, YouTube, whatever. Yeah, look, I'm just gonna hit play and shut up for a bit, and we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, and go.
It was a simple story about a boy who was lost and a girl who was broken. They fought alongside a survivor, a war veteran, and a fallen knight. I led them into battle against an evil so terrible it tried to black out the stars. We fought for each other. We fought for those who could not. But we never imagined it would end like this.
This is a time of difficult choices. Sometimes impossible ones.
As long as we're together, we've got a chance.
At least we'll go down fighting.
All paths are coming together now.
It's time to get to work.
We are the balance, Ezra. We were meant to be Jedi so we could be here now, when Lothal needs us most.
May the Force be with you.
Alrighty, so that was a good trailer. Let's move myself into the light a bit more. So for those who kind of like put Rebels to one side, because it is obviously a kids cartoon, like that is what it's designed for, but it's got it has its moments where it's something a bit more than just that, and I'm not saying it then becomes an adult cartoon or an adult series, but it kind of pushes that I guess young adult area. So although there are those filler episodes that don't really sort of contribute too much to a story, and Clone Wars was very heavy in that. Rebels, the first season definitely would put some people off. It's very sort of kids Saturday morning cartoon in a way, and then it does very quickly pick up in season 2 and 3, which is the current one. So this is the trailer for 4. I don't think I mentioned that before rather. So if you haven't seen season 3, obviously, or any of the seasons, probably should have said go watch those before watching this trailer. But if that has piqued your interest, get through season 1, and season 2 will be your reward for persevering. And then season 3 is just great as well. So we've got the characters, spoilers and whatnot, but we've got Captain Syndulla, so she's the Twi'lek. See if I can find her. So she's the one narrating, the one in she's the one narrating this whole trailer. So she's the leader of the rebels, the smaller rebels unit, so the one where our characters take part. They do join up with the actual Rebel Alliance later on, but so she's the one narrating it. She's talking about the characters. So we've got Ezra, who was sort of a street rat in a place called Lothal, and he meddles in light and dark. They show a dark side holocron here, but there's a light side one as well. And then we've got, so hopefully I remember all these characters. So we've got Sabine. She's a Mandalorian, who was exiled from Mandalore, or maybe she fled. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to go watch it again. But so she's the something about being broken, and she's in the current season. She's kind of gripping with a bit of sort of family and Mandalorian clan issues. I won't go into too much detail, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And then we've got Zeb, who's kind of their muscle. He believes he was the last of his people. There's something in the story that suggests possibly otherwise, but I won't spoil that either. So it is set in, like I said, in that Rebel Alliance era. So we've got our traditional stormtroopers here. This is Lothal. We've seen it before several times in previous seasons. Zeb's main weapon is actually a big rifle, but he does have this, I think maybe the rifle turns into a staff as well. And then we've got a Chopper the robot, who's done numerous he's both sort of like the comic relief. He plays several roles like the comic relief, but he's also their undercover agent. They can paint him up to look like an Imperial agent. So we've got him there, and he's sitting in front of like, this looks like a Y-wing, but it looks really big, like maybe one of the original ones. They kind of hint that he's kind of lost his original pilot, I think, and this might be the ship crash there. And then we got Kanan. He's our Jedi Knight, who was a Padawan during Order 66, and so showing that he's back. And he's got a face mask as well at the moment, and there's an explanation about that. Then we see sort of the original Rebel ships going into battle. We've got A-Wings. They play a pretty big role in the later seasons, like seasons 2 and 3, and Syndulla as well, piloting the ship. Then we've got Admiral Thrawn. We know about him. He was sort of the flagship bad guy for season 3, and he sticks around as well. And this scene's actually from one of the last episodes in season 3, I believe. Some more fighting in space. We've got Y-Wings. So Y-Wings and A-Wings play a big part. There was a section where they were teasing that B-Wings would be part of this, and then that kind of didn't happen. Like, I haven't seen them since that one episode. I think even in season 1 it was in, or maybe 2. So possibly a fight over Lothal here. Actually, most of this is actually previous stuff from season 2 and 3, just to kind of show like what they've done. So we've got Cody here, so old Republic soldier who survived. Not Cody, Rex. I'm not sure what ship that is. Looks like a Clan Wars Star Destroyer, but maybe not. And this is all still previous season stuff. So most of this is just flashbacks from previous seasons. And so this I think is new. I don't remember this. So we've got Ezra and Sabine riding this, I guess desert wolf, because this still looks like desert to me. So they're running away from something. We've got the Tri-Wing, Tri or whatever they're called. Can't remember the name. They're not the Tie. I don't think they're a Tie Advance, but these have definitely been in other Star Wars games prior to this. So they're back, which is cool. We've got Sabine jumping out and Ezra following. This might be part of that same scene. Land at a TIE fighter base, because we've got the wing of a TIE fighter there. So the rebel base from Yavin, and Sinjul and Kanan in their relationship that we've seen before. So this is Sabine and some Mandalorians, which kind of ties into what's been happening in season 3. That looks like a speeder bike chase. We've got some Mandalorians and a TIE fighter possibly there that's blown up. We've got the U-wing, so that's in there. That's cool. And so this must just be a variant on a smaller Star Destroyer. But that fight looks cool. Some Imperial tanks and some stormtroopers. I wasn't sure, and I'm pretty sure it is, but I could be wrong. But this looks like Saul Guerrera's back again, which is cool. So he was in Rebels, but I don't remember him being that old. And he was in Clone Wars as well, and he was definitely younger than that. I'd have to go back and watch, because I don't actually remember what he looks like in Rebels. But that's very sort of reminiscent of his armor for Rogue One. An attack on a facility. These look like Mandalorians, and that's Chopper there, and we've got, I don't think that's the Ghost, it's the wrong shape, but a ship there as well. This lady who I can't remember the name of, but she took over, I think, for Death Watch, which is one of the Mandalorian clans. She's obviously here to assist in some way as well, because we see her later. So this guy's new, but he's probably not too important. Chopper, the probe droids, jetpack troopers, Death Watch and Sabine, possibly, maybe. It looks like Sinjula, and I think I remember this fella as well, but I'm not too sure who this is. Oh, it said he's just wearing a weird helmet. He looked like a character from Clone Wars, that's all. So these look like the Bacta tank, or the gas mining from Cloud City, but in space. So that's a bit weird, but that's cool. So maybe destroying like a fueling station for TIE fighters or something like that. And this looks like they hyperspeed straight through the hangar, which is awesome idea to blow it up. This is definitely a rebel base, and we've got, that looks like the front of the U-wing maybe, and we've got the Y-wings on the side here. We've got the crew there, and then this fella who I won't say too much about, but a returning character nonetheless, which is awesome. Kanan with a jetpack in a facility. The wolf, they had a Force user animal in the last season, who actually kind of looks similar to that, so maybe these are other Force users, but possibly another one, possibly a talking role, but maybe not, we're not sure. Some more fights. This ship is interesting because it's got like this kind of viewing engine system going on, but then it's like colored very differently, so possibly like a scavenger ship or a Mandalorian ship. I can't remember, like I think I've seen this before, but I don't remember whose it is. Taking out another facility. This is Ezra, and we've got Death Watch there. Taking that out. Shots of a tank. Death Troopers. X-Wings, original X-Wings. And I think this is Chopper in this one, so Captain Syndulla fighting with that. We've got the Y-Wings. This looks like Yavin, like a pre-attack on Yavin. They actually hinted at that in one of the Rogue Squadron games, but that was because you were playing as Darth Vader, and it was after you had defeated the kind of rebels prior to actually launching the Death Star laser, and they actually just did a ground assault. We've got Sabine with that Death Watch lady again, and maybe like a new leadership turnover. Sabine obviously maybe being too young to take the responsibility in that shot. And then we've got Captain Syndulla talking to us, finishing off the conversation. And then we've got the Rebels credits and something about fall 2017. So that'll be, for us, that'll be our spring, which is awesome. So that's pretty soon actually. We'll definitely be looking forward to season 4. I think they're saying it's the final one, but who knows. Not really much look to break down. I'm not going to rewatch it. Watch it yourself and see if there's anything else you picked up, but I mean, the only thing I've kind of forgot is this planet here kind of looks like one of the planets that the planet where the Death Star plans are being built, but I don't see why it would be. Plus that the planet was very, well, I mean, weather conditions changed, but that planet was also obviously very dark and had thunderstorms everywhere. I think the rocks were different, but it has that same vibe. But it's probably just Lothal, just on a foggier day or in higher atmosphere kind of thing. So, but yeah, look, anyway, probably rambled on a bit about that, but yeah, look, hopefully you've enjoyed these reaction videos. More of an analysis, like my reaction is not very big, but either way, I hope you have enjoyed it. Definitely go check out Rebels if you haven't. It's a good series. First season's a bit difficult to get through, mainly because it just seems like they weren't sure on what they were planning to do for the show. Seasons 2 and 3 definitely a big improvement on that, and 4's looking good so far. But yeah, look, as I said, leave it there. So hopefully you've enjoyed this, and I will catch you in future videos. Alright, cheers guys.